Hey guys, Steve Welch here with Beaman Toyota in Nashville. I've told a lot of people about this, but I've never actually really made a video about it, and it could come into play for you. So question is, when's the best time to trade in my car? And obviously there's seasons and stuff like that people always talk about, but I'm talking about time and miles. And there are better times to trade in your car, or times where you're going to actually lose money if you don't trade in your car at that time. So and I've told a lot of people this, but I'm going to kind of go over it, and I'm going to tell you why and where this comes from. So so the first one is you look at 3 years or 36,000 miles. Not in all cases for all of these, but you'll find out the vast majority of them this is the case. So 3 years, 36,000 miles, that's normally your bumper to bumper or comprehensive warranty for most manufacturers. 3 years, 36, whichever comes first, that's your bumper to bumper warranty. We're gonna get a Cameo from somebody back here. That looks like Allegiant. We haven't had Allegiant yet. We'll go ahead and authorize that so they can say hello behind us here. Anyway, so right there. Anyway, all right, so we're going to so the other thing is obviously your 5 years or 60,000, and there's a lot of companies out there that's your powertrain warranty, so from your factory. And some people will be like, well, mine's different. That's fine. There are some like Hyundai and Kia out there that do a different warranty, but it's different for the second buyer than it is for the first buyer. And there's so when it comes into your trade-in, if you trade that car in and you're no longer the first owner, it's 5 years 60 and 3 years 36. So it's the exact same thing as everybody else if you're the second owner. So that's why it's important to know that even on those cars, right? So that being said, so what else do you have? Well, you've got 85,000 miles and either 5, 6, or 7 years, kind of depending on the manufacturer. Why is that important? And it's because it's the last time you can certify a car to be a factory certified car. Each manufacturer has different criteria for, number one, for what the inspection is to be able to certify a car and stuff like that. Each manufacturer is a little bit different when it comes to that, but they all have different time frames that they will allow a vehicle to be certified up to, meaning 75,000 miles, 60,000 miles, whatever that number is. Each one of them has their own criteria, their own inspection criteria for what it has to pass to be able to be a certified car. So if you get past that amount of miles, and I said 85 because that's what Toyota is, there are some that have lesser, and I'm going to go over those here in a second for us, but if you have a certain amount of miles on the car and you're about to cross over the certified, and we'll get another little shot. American, hello American, all right, they had to interrupt, but there you go, American Airlines. By the way, we're here in Nashville, just so you know, right next to the Nashville airport. They sometimes like to do a little photo bomb in the back there, but that's okay, right? So anyway, but I'm gonna I said 85 because of Toyota. I'm gonna kind of go over a little bit about which manufacturers and some of the manufacturers, what their differences are. But the other mileage to watch out for is 100,000 miles. Why is 100,000 important? It's because it scares people. People see 100,000 miles. You could have a 98,000 mile car and a 100,000 mile car, and you'll find out that the 100,000 mile car could be 1,000 or 2,000 cheaper, even if it's the same trim, same level, same everything. It could be cheaper by a couple $1,000s just because you hit 100,000. That comes into play when you're trading your car as well. So, or even selling it yourself, right? Comes into play. So trade it before you hit 100,000, trade it before you hit 85, 60, 36. Every one of those milestones is going to cost you money. If you plan on keeping the thing for 200, 300,000 miles, this isn't for you. But if you trade out of your cars often, these numbers matter. All right, and the last one is really about 125,000. Why does that matter? Because most cases, to get a premium warranty or an extended service contract on the vehicle, you can't really do it over 125,000 in most cases. Some cases you can't do it over 100, just depending on where the vehicle is manufactured. So obviously, buy a more reliable car, you'll get that that ability to go up to 125. So I'm going to jump back to the certified. Why? Because the certified is important. First off, realize that not everything called certified is a true certified car. All right. So I worked at a place before where they called everything certified. No matter what brand it was, no matter whatever, they called everything certified. Why? Because you would pay more for it. Realize that it's not a true factory certified car unless you're at that branded dealership. Obviously, I work at a Toyota dealership. We have a huge certified program here. We certify our cars. They are factory certified through Toyota. So a factory certified car through Toyota is going to be worth more, obviously, than what a certified car would if it was just called certified and it was, you know, from a Ford dealership and it was a Toyota. Realize that an off-brand cannot certify your car. So realize if you find a car and it's at a Ford dealership and it's a Toyota and they say it's certified, it's not factory certified. It can't be factory certified. Like, we can't even certify a Lexus, and it's practically the same company, right? It's just, you can't do that if you're not at that branded dealership. So if somebody calls something certified, or if you're on a buy here pay here lot, all our cars are certified, it's just called certified because they think you'll pay more for it. Just realize that, right? So now I went and I wrote some notes here on some cars just to give you an idea of which ones could be certified for, you know, a particular brand, right? We got a little Delta action. Delta's taking some fun out of here, right? So we've seen 3 majors. Let's see if we get another one for the end of the video. But so Toyota is 5 years or 85,000 miles to where they can certify it. That's where you're going to lose value if you let it get past that 85,000. General Motors, it says that it's 6 years, 75. Now, I found all these searching online. If they've changed them, they've changed them. But as of what I found, it looks to be accurate. So Ford is, I believe it was 5 years and 80. I didn't write down the years on that one. So it's either 5 years, 6 years, or 80. And that's model years, by the way. So as soon as January hits, you go to the next model year. So it's 5 years model years, right? Or 6 years model years. And I'm betting that the Ford is 5 years, 80. And then the Lincoln, which this was kind of interesting because Lincoln is the luxury version of Ford, but that's 5 years, 60. So after 60,000, they can no longer certify a Lincoln. Chrysler was 5 years, 75,000. Kia was 6 years, 80,000. So those were just, you know, in general, and I know there's more. I know there's Nissan out there and stuff like that. I didn't look up everybody, but you kind of get the gist of what I was saying, that being able to certify it is going to have that extra level. So everybody knows the 3 years 36, the 5 years 60, and then the 100,000, that makes sense, right? But the 85 comes to be very important. So 5 years, 6 years, 85, those are all going to be very important when it comes through. Who else we got? We got Southwest. You know, Southwest was going to make an appearance. They're huge in Nashville. But the 85 and the 125, those are two that people don't tend to think about when you're thinking about your trade-in value, you know, because you can't put a warranty on a 126,000 mile car in some cases, or even if you could, it's going to be pretty high dollars. So the earlier you can trade it in both time and miles, usually the better you are. But watch for these milestones and see what you guys think. But know the video went a little bit long, but hopefully I helped you guys out to get more money for your trade. So Steve Welch from Beaman Toyota in Nashville. You guys have a great day. Definitely let me know if you're looking to come down here. We have a beautiful new facility here, so I'm always happy to help you. Make sure you ask for me when you get here. But Steve Welch, Beaman Toyota, you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.